movie that features Iron Man, Thor, and Captain America, it's pretty hard to stand out. Yet still, all eyes this summer are falling on Mark Ruffalo, the biggest question mark in one of the summer's hottest movies. In fact, it's impressive that in today's world of set leaks and rumors that we still don't really know what Ruffalo's Hulk will look like. But we do know that he has some pretty big purple pants to fill, and I don't just mean literally. While the Hulk has never been one of Marvel's biggest characters on the page, he was one of the publisher's first characters to be well known to the mainstream, thanks to the popular TV series that aired in the late 70s, early 80s. That, paired with the opportunity for some major special effects, is most likely why the Hulk was one of the first Marvel characters to make it to the big screen after Blade, the X-Men, and Spider-Man. However, while on paper Hulk seemed like a slam dunk, he was to become one of the first big missteps in the superhero genre. In an effort to think outside the box, a strategy that would later serve them well, Marvel brought on director Ang Lee, who had an Oscar nomination under his belt at the time for Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Problem was, instead of setting out to just make a good movie, Lee set out to make his version of a comic book movie. This infamously led to multiple shots in one frame of something non-eventful, like helicopters taking off, in an effort to mimic the panel style of a comic book page. As someone who remembers seeing it in theaters myself, it was shockingly bad. And while Hulk opened with $62 million, pretty good for 2003, it dropped an astounding 70% in its second weekend. Stars Eric Bana and Jennifer Connelly have never really recovered, and while Ang Lee went on to win the Best Director Oscar for Brokeback Mountain, he's certainly never been asked to do another action film. But the Hulk was just too big a character to let slip away. So a few years later, when Marvel Studios decided to produce their own films independently, the Hulk was one of the first two movies they made. In fact, The Incredible Hulk came out the same year as Iron Man, and even featured a Robert Downey Jr. post-credits cameo. Yes, an Avengers movie was Marvel's endgame from the very beginning. Yet once again, they would find themselves derailed by another highbrow choice. Edward Norton was cast as Bruce Banner, and it seemed like a great choice, as the actor not only resembled the character, but was a comic book fan as well. Marvel even let the multi-hyphenate actor contribute to the script. Unfortunately, though, just like you wouldn't like Banner when he's angry, you wouldn't like Norton either. Upset over changes that Marvel had made in the editing process, effectively changing his vision for the Hulk, Norton refused to help promote the film. The Incredible Hulk ended up making the same amount as the first Hulk, and considerably less than Iron Man. Fast forward to 2010 as Marvel finally began to assemble their Avengers, and surprise, surprise, Norton didn't make the cut. Instead, Mark Ruffalo, another highbrow choice, has been brought in to replace him, to the disappointment of many fans. But what Ruffalo has on his side is that unlike the actors before him, he'll not just play Banner, but the Hulk as well, thanks to advancements in motion capture animation. So can Ruffalo succeed where so many have failed so miserably? And what is it about the Hulk that makes him such a difficult character to transfer to the silver screen? Finally, will we get a sneak peek of the Hulk before the Avengers hits theaters this summer? Or will Marvel have the willpower to truly surprise us? As always, write your thoughts down below. I'm Grace Randolph, and this has been a Movie Bite. You can watch more right now.